Hello fellow gearheads, Ron here at Ron's Muscle Car Garage. I want to introduce you to my latest purchase. I bought this Honda 90. It's a 1967 Trail 90. And the reason I had to buy it, I saw it on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, and it just brought back so many great memories. My uncle bought a 66 version of this. The difference between the 66 and the 67, by the way, the 67 came with a lever to change from high to low range. With the 66, you have to physically take the rear sprocket off and change it from a small to a large sprocket. Lots of work there. So the change that they made at Honda to switch it with a lever was such a great thing. I remember that because I changed out my sprocket constantly as I would, want to ride on the street versus the trail. So I saw this and I had to pick it up. The reason for that is when I was a young kid, 11 years old, my uncle used to ride me around up north. I spent the summers up there at the evening hours, and we'd go out and look for deer, and we cruised all over on this little Honda, not this one but one like it, right? And it was just so much fun and brought so many memories back when I saw this on the Marketplace. Now let me say this, I'm going to take you guys out for a spin on this thing. This is in great shape. When I picked it up, it has, right now it's got 3,120 miles on it. I probably put 20 miles on it myself, so it had like 3,100. It's all original, runs great, everything works, awesome bike. So I want to just take you out and give you a ride and give you a sensation of what it's like to ride one of these. So without further ado, let's go out and take a ride. Boy, it sure does run great. I hope you guys can hear me. We got a lot of wind right here coming at me. I'll try to slow down here a little bit. Going through this little neighborhood. Like I mentioned, up in northern Michigan here, or it's really actually mid-Michigan, but it's the Muskegon River and the Hardy Dam area is where I used to live through the summers. And when my uncle bought the bike, we used to just cruise around and on the trails and the two tracks and stuff, and it was just so much fun. And I think he realized the love I had for what we were doing, and he gave me the bike when I was 12 years old, a year later. And I just cherished that, that gift. And I took care of the bike to eventually, though, grow out of it, and I ended up getting a 175 Honda Scrambler from there. But the memories of the 67, or I should say 66 Honda 90 were just so great. So when I saw this one on Facebook Marketplace, I just had to get it. It was just there for me, and I said, man, this is perfect time. It just brought back those memories, like I said. So I just went ahead and purchased it. Let me kind of turn around here. So much fun, so many memories. We had a tornado come through. You can see these trees are all gone in here. The one that's uprooted right there. And they just cleaned it up yesterday. They finished up. We had trees everywhere.
Luckily, my house did not get hit, but I lost a lot of trees at my place as well on that hillside on back there. It sure does run great. And for those of you who do not know what these things are valued at, this one here I picked up for $1,950. Now I did put a little money into it. The seat here, I bought a seat cover and I had it professionally installed. It was only $100 to have them do the work. I could have done it, but you know what, I didn't have the time at that time, so I just had an upholstery company take care of it. The other thing, there was a couple screws missing right here on the muffler guard, so I bought, it came in a 4-pack, and they were $40 out of Canada. They're genuine Honda parts, so that's why they're so expensive. But I wanted the actual screws that go in there. Someone had some bolts in there, which was really funky. And the other thing I did, I put mirrors on it. Those were very inexpensive. I think they're $16 for the pair. They're very nice mirrors. Got them through Amazon. I did have to replace the taillight housing lens. It was cracked, so I put a new one on. I do have to put a new bulb in there. I see it was all corroded, and I just have to make sure it's all cleaned up and make sure that that works. I know it will. I can actually make that work, no problem. I did put side covers on it. They were kind of, you know, yellowish. They just didn't look good, so I replaced those. The tank has a lot of where gas has come down on the side. Now the guy I bought this from, he put a new gas cap on here. It's not an original gas cap, but it does seal. So I bought the paint. I've got the paint for this tank, the actual color, and I'm gonna this winter go ahead and, you know, take this off, take all the fuel out of it, clean it up. I do body work and paint as well. I'm also going to take care of some of the road rash that's on this. I got some scratches here, probably from when someone maybe strapped it into a trailer or something like that. But overall, it's in pretty good shape. You can just see there's not a lot of, you know, damage to the paint or anything like that. I do see that this mud flap here, you know, has to be replaced. I think I can get those. I haven't looked them up online yet, but I'm sure I can. But it starts on with one kick, which is really nice. They're, again, very low miles, you know, all original, and everything works great. I am still running the fuel that came with it, and I don't know if it's got rec gas in it, recreational gas, or not. I like, with my small engines, I like to use recreational gas because it doesn't have the ethanol in it, and ethanol does mess up some things in the carburetor. So probably when I take the gas tank off and I do the painting and everything, I'm going to definitely put back in the tank the proper gas. It's kind of interesting here too, those of you who know my channel, I do have a 67 Camaro. It's up on the lift in the garage right now. So it's interesting, I've got a 67 bike now, which would be a great pit bike for the drag strip, and a 67 car. I am retired, so I'm not racing anymore. But maybe someday when I go up and watch my buddies race or something, I will have this bike as my pit bike, where I can travel around rather than walk all over the place. You know, even this bike, the bike even has original tires on it, and they're still in pretty good shape. I'm sure the rubber's hard and all that, but you know, the tread is somewhat wore, but you know, as much as I'm going to ride this bike, it's not going to be a problem. If I have to replace them, I would like to replace them with that same tire. I think we can get those tires. In fact, if you guys have any input on that, let me know. And you know, where I can actually get like a rear tire specifically, because the front is very good condition. But I just wanted to share this with you, take you out for that ride, show you what I've got here. It's a little gem. I love it. My grandson really loves it too. He's I can tell he would love to have this thing. He's 13 years old, so he's the same age I was, you know, in my second year of owning my 66 that my uncle had, that they had given to me. So anyway, Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave any questions and comments in the comments section. Until next time, like I always say, keep working on them because they're never done.